Good afternoon and welcome to Sport North West. I'm Liam Senior.
And I'm Lewis Muir.
Coming up on today's show, we preview the weekend's fixtures, we have an interview with Sky Sports' Eddie Hemmings, and we look ahead to the start of the County Championship cricket season, which kicks off on Sunday. But first, Burnley's push for promotion heads down south as they take on Watford tomorrow. The Clarets will be looking to bounce back from last weekend's 2-0 defeat against Leicester. Ben Redioff reports.
In terms of the next match, it's Warwickshire at Old Trafford. How do you see that one going? Obviously, Warwickshire are a good side.
They are, yeah. They've got some big names playing. I think we're probably going to see Ian Bell and Jonathan Trott, for example, play at Old Trafford. Would be a good game because Jimmy Anderson's going to play for Lancashire again. So you've got a couple of the old England players up against each other, which will add a bit of extra spice to it.
Talking about Jimmy Anderson earlier on, obviously had a good first match. Do you think he'll be able to keep up his current form going on to the Test match against Sri Lanka?
Yes, I think so.
There are more than just points at stake tomorrow. There's also pride and bragging rights in this Lancashire derby as Morecambe face a short journey to Highbury. Lying just 5 points off the relegation zone and without a win in their last 6, the Shunts will be hoping to give travelling fans something to celebrate.
You know, it's a big game. Fans obviously looking forward. It's got the added spice of, you know, being local. Yeah, and I think you can see that by how the English team, you know, at the top of it all is, you know, struggled over the last few years. So. But you know, there seems to be more and more things in place now, so I'm trying to improve, you know, young coaches, the development of our young players, and thankfully, you know, when you look at some of the players in the Premiership now, who are doing well, holding their own position, you know, they're coming through the likes of Ross Barkley, Sterling at Liverpool, you know, good players that are getting a chance at Premiership level, and that's key, so the game can improve.
I think that the standard's just risen, you know what I mean? The standard's risen. But it's had a positive effect on, you know, our league.
This is CLR, Lancashire's first choice for news and sport.
Good afternoon, you're listening to Castle FM here at 4 o'clock. I'm Ben Redioff and these are your sports headlines. Preston travel to Wycombe Wanderers tomorrow, looking for a place in the FA Cup third round. Manager Simon Grayson says progression in the Cup is important on and off the pitch.
If you get to that hat on Sunday, then you could be paired against one of the big teams. If you get to Old Trafford, Anfield or the Etihad or somewhere like that, you could be talking £750,000 to £1 million. So big revenue that for a football club at any level.
In the Championship, Burnley host rock bottom Barnsley tomorrow at Turf Moor, looking for their first win in 6 games. Blackpool will look to bounce back from Tuesday's defeat against Yeovil with 3 points away at Derby on Sunday. Blackpool have only lost 7 games since Paul Ince took over as manager and said he's pleased his sides have proved the critics wrong.
Considerably one of the favourites to go down.
David Dunn is set to make his 350th appearance for Blackburn Rovers when they play QPR tomorrow.
I've had so many fond memories here and I feel like I'm talking as if it's my testimonial game.
Fleetwood Town host Burton Albion in the FA Cup tomorrow afternoon, a side who have already beaten the Cod Army in the league this season. It's manager Graham Alexander's first FA Cup game at Highbury. He has high hopes of his team reaching the third round.
To get to the FA Cup final is a massive ask, but you hope you get to a round where you get your own cup final, and that's against a big Premier League team, and you know, that's the target for everyone.
Morecambe host Cheltenham Town tomorrow, looking to avenge their 3-0 defeat to the Robins earlier in the season. Player coach Stuart Drummond admits the players feel they have a score to settle.
I think the phrase "we owe them one" comes to mind. I think we played reasonably well, to be honest, the first sort of 40 minutes.
Well, do you think playing regularly has a good impact on how you settle?
Yeah, definitely. If you're playing, and that obviously gets a bond with the lads, and that helps you settle in a lot quicker, really.
What have you learned from your time at Carlisle?
It's just better playing for 3 points every week rather than just training for nothing, and it gives you that edge over to going into games, and you just get excited about playing every week, and it's obviously the experience of it, obviously to improve, makes you a better player.
People wrong. Take his bout against Sepang Mahale in South Africa, for example.
But best career moment so far. You know, every man and his dog told us not to go over. You know, everybody was saying don't go over, you'll get ironed out. You know, they're putting him to slaughter. He'd had 9, won 9, knocked 8 out. You know, all this. I've heard it all before. You know, Johnny always said, I've seen enough of what you do. I've seen enough of what he does. You know, what you do good, he does.
Easy. Paddy O'Brien goes for a long kill. FM, what a strike that is! UCLan are back into the game now, 3-1. What a strike from Paddy O'Brien, the second half substitute. Gets cleared to Matt Johnson, who scores 3-2. 3-2, and UCLan Really back in the game now. Substitute Matt Johnson slotted in the bottom right-hand corner from 12 yards out.
Yeah, 2 great goals for UCLan.
Finds Keenan, the ball's in towards Samu, who has a strike, and it's an equalising goal! It's an equalising goal! Samu has put it into the bottom left-hand corner, 3 apiece now. Great build-up play.
Wow, what a goal that is.
Into the UCLan box, back to Edwards. Oh, and Liverpool have stolen it! A substitute. Charlie Edwards has grabbed the winner late on. 4-3 the score.
Hume it was who just took the ball and lashed it to the left-hand side. The keeper had no chance.
It'll be a corner. One final attempt for UCLan to grab a point here. The keeper's making his way up from the back. Oh, he's been sent back. He's hanging around. Oh no, Captain Jordan Scott from the sideline has sent the keeper forward. The keeper's in the box now. Everyone forward for UCLan. Last chance for UCLan here to grab a point as he whips it in on the left foot. Oh, that's a poor ball, but he finds Seller. Oh, they're closed down there by O'Leary, and Liverpool can break now. There's nobody in the goal. Hume has got the ball. He's in the box now. There's nobody in the goal. He's side foots it, and that's it. 5-3. Has there been any unusual exercises this week?
Yeah, the beach run on the Monday, yeah, because the snow had come down so last minute. When you tell the lads where they're reporting in the morning, they pretty much make their own way, so a lot of them were already on the way. We decided we were still going to train at Fylde. We decided where it is geographically, it's not far from the beach. We decided to go for a beach run. It was a good laugh, and I made a little handball game afterwards. We scored a header, scored with a volley. Did really well. They got stuck into it, and there was a bit of banter with it, and it got a bit leery at the end, but it was all a good laugh.
What was pre-season like in Dubai?
We had a lovely time in Dubai. It was great to get out there. Now the sponsorship by Emirates, they flew us out there, and we had a good little. It was good, some good cricket. We played in the 2020 tournament, which was fabulous. 2-day game against Sussex, also good, and a couple of one-days. So nice to get some sun on our backs and playing English. We used English wickets out there at Sport City, which was great, and it was fabulous preparation for the season.
You've been classed as favourites to go up. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
I think when you look at the squad as a whole, and obviously we were the side that won the championship 2011. The side hasn't changed much; it's probably only strengthened for 2013. So I think it's understandable to be favourites to go up, but like anything, we weren't favourites to go down, and we got relegated. So just because you're favourites doesn't mean it's going to happen.
After a cagey opening start, the physicality of the fixture was there to see. It wasn't until the 15th minute when the deadlock was broken. Prop forward Nick Zalad started and finished the move. Another Zalad try meant UCLan went into the break 12-0 up. Zalad completed his hat-trick just after half-time after powering through the Lancaster defence. Good work from the forwards allowed the ball to be spread out wide. Sam Waiting fed the ball to wing Jack Ellis, who crossed over. You wouldn't think firefighting and boxing would have so many similarities, but they both take courage, determination and hard work. Adding to the fact Sus member is a hero and a professional boxer, he also spends his time mentoring and guiding young locals away from crime and off-street corners.
When I was younger, I had quite a bit of a colourful past. I got, mixed in with the wrong crowd, and I'd never go and start saying, well, I had the best upbringing possible. I had brilliant parents. They gave me everything I wanted. It was me. I was weak-willed. I got in with the wrong crowd and trying to prove myself and getting into silly fights, getting beat up, beating people up, and just doing, petty crime and going to school. And because of that, I realised that you can always change. And I think I'm trying to portray that in my mentoring programmes and the stuff I do with youths through prisons, schools, youth clubs and things like that, just to say to them, look, no matter what lot you've got, you can always change. I was invited to go to Africa in Zambia and do something similar.
From Preston and Fulwood Amateur Boxing Club to the struggles of Zambia, professional boxer Sus Member is using his experiences to motivate and mentor youngsters across the world. Liam Senior, Sport Northwest. Is it something you can see creeping into other sports, or do you think it's just for rugby league?
I don't know. That would have to be a question you put to the bosses of all these television stations. It hasn't happened. It's been going on now for so many years. One other channel does do it, but I think that's purely and simply a cost-saving exercise. Probably ours was in the early days. Rather than paying a presenter and a commentator, they just paid one mug, and that was me. It's a decision for them. It works for us. It wouldn't work for everybody. So thank you
very much.
Well, what an absolute pleasure it was to have it in the studio earlier on. But we're moving on to cricket now, and Lancashire travel to Nottinghamshire for the County Championship opener on Sunday. They will be looking for a perfect start to the return to Division 1. Amy Nicholson went down to see how the squad are preparing.
After game,
Obviously you've played in the Premier League, Championship and now League One. What difference do you notice in the style of football?
You know, like in League One, you know, like it's a road game, like 40, 46. And, you know, like you don't have time on the ball, you know, sometimes you have to play quick, you know. And I think it's physical in League One than Premiership or Championship. But maybe more quicker because, you know, League One, you know, it's different than Championship, something like.
With the youngsters that are coming on loan from big clubs, do you find yourself as experienced role models, and do they come and speak to you for advice?
Yeah, they come speak to me for advice, but you know, like I say, they're footballer like me, you know. If they have to learn about me, you know, yes, but if not, I'm happy to show them the way, you know, how to manage a game and to approach a game, and you know, and to be concentrated on the pitch and do the job.
Will Preston's Matty Clarkson become victorious and claim the English title? Only time will tell. But one thing that is for sure, there's a bright future for North West boxing. Liam Senior, Sport North West.